Hi, thank you so much for tuning in. Today we are going to review Don't Make Me Count to 3 by Ginger Hubbard. In this book, she talks about parenting young children and teaching your kids to be obedient, not just to learn the right behaviors and responses, but to actually understand why they are being obedient and for them to desire obedience in their own lives. So why all this fuss about having obedient children? I mean, are we just trying to control our kids and get our way? Or is there another reason why it's so important for our children to learn obedience? Well, first of all, obedient children become obedient adults, which means they will obey the laws and become good, upstanding citizens of their country. People have to learn to respect authority. According to Ginger Hubbard, the goal is not to control your kids, but to teach them great virtues like love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, gentleness, and self-control. And of course, wisdom. This is just a summary of the types of traits that you do want to teach your kids, but it hits the high points. The biggest point of the book that stood out to me was the importance of not emphasizing just the negative. You have to teach your kids the positive and actually help them practice the right behaviors rather than just focusing on the wrong behavior. It's so easy as parents to get into the cycle of just saying, no, stop that, don't, knock it off, quit it, never actually teaching them the behavior that we really want to see. Instead, Ginger Hubbard teaches parents to say, okay, this is what you did. You grabbed that toy from your sister. Was that a loving or an unloving thing to do? Coach them in the right behavior at that time. Okay, let's try it again. Go and give that back to your sister, and then you may ask her if she's finished playing with it, but you may never grab from your sister. Things like that. So your kids can actually learn and practice the right behaviors rather than just being told, stop it, don't do that, etc. So that was one of the biggest points of the book that stood out to me, is helping your kids practice the correct behavior and not just telling them don't. As far as parenting, there are many traps that we can fall into. We can bribe our children, which teaches them to be obedient just out of selfish reasons. We can potentially threaten our children saying, you know, if you don't obey me, then I'm going to take away your toys, or other threats. And a lot of times parents will do this, but then they won't follow through. Well, that teaches your kids something. It teaches your kids that you're a liar and that you don't keep your word. So it's really important to avoid doing that. And then that's another easy habit for parents to get into.